What do you want to be when you grow up? Kids get that question a lot, and it has always perplexed me. Well-meaning people tell me, someday you're going to make a difference. Someday? No way. I'm changing the world right now. I'm Maxwell Surprenant. I'm 15 years old, and I attend the St. Sebastian School in Needham, Massachusetts. I'm an activist, journalist, filmmaker, and entrepreneur. In 2008, I co-founded Catching Joy, a nonprofit which promotes volunteerism beginning with kids, teens, and their families. We organize hands-on community service projects that youth can do in order to share the responsibility and the joy of giving. In the last 10 years, we've aided more than 60 nonprofits and mobilized more than 60,000 people to get involved. Volunteering makes us more mindful and grateful for our blessings. It gives us perspective and purpose, and the joy that we give to others comes back to us in tenfold. My short film, Catching Joy, The Impact of Giving Back, won honorable mention in the 2015 White House Student Film Festival. I was honored to go to the White House and receive an award from President Barack Obama. That's me, front row, pink pants. It used to be that you needed a big camera to make films, but now you can use your smartphone. I've learned that a short video or a 10-minute TEDx talk can educate, entertain, inspire, and move people. When I was 5 years old, Sunkist had a national program called Take a Stand. I set up shop on my front lawn and sold lemonade for the cost of a smile. I made a fortune. I won that contest, and here's my takeaway. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade, drink some, and share some with everyone who is thirsty. Catching Joy's tagline is, "You got it, give it." Kids have so much to give: energy, enthusiasm, time, talent, creativity, kindness, imagination, and idealism. Every person has something unique and wonderful to give to the world. My advice for changemakers is to think about what you're good at and what you love to do, and use your gifts to lift up others. If you like music, sing or play your instrument. If you play sports, ride your bike, walk or run for charity. If you love art, make cards or paint a beautiful mural. If you love to tell jokes, help a good cause. Dana-Farber Cancer Institute had a nationwide search for a fresh initiative to raise awareness and support for the fight against cancer. As the top finalist, I presented my idea at Harvard Medical School in front of a packed auditorium and 7 CEOs, Shark Tank style. They chose to develop my idea, #MyJokeForJimmy, a social media campaign in which people recorded themselves telling a joke, posted it on Facebook or Twitter, and tagged 3 friends to do the same. Leading this project, I was able to garner participation from kids, adults, celebrities, and patients. Research shows that laughter lowers blood pressure, reduces stress, and improves cardiac health. It boosts T cells and triggers the release of endorphins. Mostly, it produces a general sense of well-being. By sharing jokes and laughter, we make people happier and healthier. If we are to solve the world's most stubborn problems, we have to think outside the box and find creative solutions. And sometimes the best ideas come from young people. Now, if you don't know how to do something, you can have fun learning something new, or you can find a different way around them. I don't know how to sew, but that didn't stop me from launching the Big Blanket Hug. We make and collect no-sew blankets for people in need of warmth, love, and hope. If you can cut and tie knots, you can do this too. To date, we've distributed more than 3,000 blankets. we are all connected, and we are each other's keepers. Another piece of advice for changemakers is to think about what makes you sad or angry. Find your passion and power and use it as your driving force. I received the Channel Kindness Grant, sponsored by Lady Gaga's Born This Way Foundation and Peace First. My project was a card-making event in which kids and adults decorated heart cards for refugees with messages of peace and kindness. I was awarded with a bench signed by Lady Gaga. It's painted with vibrant colors and a beautiful quote. Just be kind. The act itself is free and it's priceless. The bench stands in my elementary school cafeteria, a reminder to include everyone at the table. I love reading the newspaper and following current events. I've learned that the more I know, the more I care. That's why it was my dream job when at 10 years old, I began my career as a kid reporter for Sports Illustrated Kids and Scholastic. Currently, I write for Los Angeles Times, High School Insider, covering sports, art, and politics. I love highlighting interesting and inspiring people. For Scholastic, I had the opportunity to interview former First Lady Michelle Obama. I asked her advice for boys and girls who dream of becoming president. You don't have to be a straight-A student, she said, but the President of the United States has to be curious about the world and have empathy. Afterwards, I reached out to shake her hand, but she smiled and said, "Max, I'm a hugger." It was a great hug. I covered the 2016 presidential elections, and I'm on the 2020 campaign trail. It's important for youth to follow politics because these issues, education, economy, immigration, gun control, climate change, affect us now and in our future. Even if we can't vote yet, we can raise our voice and take action for positive change. Last summer, I interviewed journalist Anderson Cooper at CNN headquarters in New York City. He gave me valuable advice, and this powerful quote has stayed with me. There are times when you feel like you're in the right place at the right time, and you're able to give voice to people whose voices have been silenced, or shine a light in the darkness and inform other people. I still have the most important part of my story to share: the who, what, where, when, why, and how Catching Joy got started. When I was 5 years old, I was holiday shopping with my family in Back Bay, Boston. I saw a man standing on the street alone. He was dressed differently. No coat, no hat, no mittens, only threadbare clothes and worn-out shoes. In one hand, he grasped a tin can, and in the other, a cardboard sign with one word: help. My parents and I put some change in his cup, and I heard a clink. I thought, was his cup empty? How long was he standing there in the freezing weather? And why is everyone ignoring him as if he's invisible? My parents answered my questions as best as they could. At the time, my sheltered young self did not know or understand that not every person has food, clothes, shelter, or support. I burst out crying. That moment of empathy was the spark, the impetus for change. One of our first Catching Joy events was our Christmas tree project. We lead kids and adults decorating ornaments for trees that we donate to shelter homes. We collect toys, books, and art supplies for kids who do not have them. In addition, we assemble blessing bags filled with toiletries, snack bars, and socks. Basic necessities that help people feel safe and cared for and give them a sense of dignity. I have never forgotten the homeless man. I hope you will remember him too. Don't walk away. Don't wait to do something. No matter how old or young we are, we can work together and set the world in the right direction. Thank you.